Okay guys, so look, I'm going to go through some Panantukan using triangle footwork. Now I did a video using those sticks, using the weaponry, and I recommend checking that out and working through some of that, because I'm kind of building off the same concept, but we're going to do this empty hand. We're going to utilize our hammer fist, our inward backhand. Just going to do a couple things a little bit differently than I did in that video, but I'll put that link for that weapon video in the description. And again, this is the triangle I'm working off of, which we call a male triangle or an advancing triangle. And it's a complete triangle versus, say, when we use just the V shape, right? We're going to be moving across, right, all three planes, if you will, all three lines. Planes, lines, I don't know. But anyways, so again, I'm actually going to do both directions, but the first movement is to the left, step to the right, to the top of the point of the triangle. You do a quick switch back with your right foot. 1, 2. Now when I'm doing this without my sticks, I keep my hands up like I'm boxing, right? So I want to keep my head moving when I move to the side, right? I'm trying to keep my head off center line as much as I can, try to simulate slips and that sort of thing, right? Now what I'm going to start putting in here though are my inward backhand, inward backhand. Again, I did a video on that, hitting the bag. I've done a few. I like to have people practice that. But again, my timing on this is going to be, I'm going to be getting that big inward strike with the right hand, backhand with that same hand. Then I'm going inward, backhand, inward, backhand. It's the exact same timing I was using with the sticks. So again, you might want to go check that video out if you haven't seen it. And get these sticks out of the way. This will make my life easier. Once you obviously know your triangle shape, you don't need those sticks anymore. So I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2. Inward, backhand. Right? Combining that big power strike, that step with the backhand. Then I'm going to do the same as I'm trying to combine that drop back step with my right foot and my big inward hammer fist. And I'm using that to set up my next strike. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to go the other direction. So now I'm going to move to my right, inward, backhand, left, inward, backhand, right. And again, I'm trying to coordinate that step. I mean, and we can do this on and on with different triangle shapes and stuff like that, right? But this again, just get us moving offline and get the coordination going. Now, what I'm going to do is add trying to add some visualization here. Sometimes, like I said before, the inward strike is not always at the head. A lot of times it's on the limbs, right? I can use a hammer strike to knock down someone's arm. You can visualize that you got a pen or the puño of the stick or a dagger, but I could be hammering into a limb. And sometimes what we're doing is, like, say if their right hand were here, and I'd be kind of getting this what we call a split entry, or a gunting, if you will, and I'm hammering inside of their bicep, right? And then I'm stepping into the backhand here like this. So what I'm going to do here is change up now, instead of working that flow, right? That'd be a good warm-up. And then, but now it's more of a technique. What I'm going to be doing is, as I step to my left, I'm hammering in, and I'm covering with my left hand as if I'm parrying their right cross, right? Or I'm pushing that hand. And now, as I'm backhanding, I'm stepping in here like this. Now, my next move, though, rather than changing out to my left, is I'm going to continue to follow up in my right lead. So, look something like this. 1, 2. Now, when I keep going forward here, right, I can utilize any type of footwork, right? But as I backhand, I'm just going to push shuffle now, right, and go into my boxing in the southpaw stance. So again, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So here, 1, 2. Then I just step into follow. So I'm hammer fist or inward hammer fist, backhand, and then power strikes. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Out you go. One more time. 1, 2. So this first one might be into their arm. The second one is definitely into the face. Now I can also start, we like to start with the punches, but we can change the tools to palm strikes, forearm smashes, work in close for your elbow follow-ups, okay? Now that being said, after we do that, we want to go the other way. So I'm going to go here, one with my left, backhand, and then follow up in the left lead. So I'm going 1, 2, okay, and then I'm staying in that boxing footwork. So we're combining our triangle footwork, okay, with what we call boxing footwork. Push shuffle, which is what I'm doing here to get power. 1, 2, and I push into that punch, okay? Or on this side, 1, 2, and I'm gonna follow up with whatever strikes I want. So inward with my parrying hand, backhand, keeping my guard up, and then maybe I go into palm strikes and slaps and elbows, right? So we like to start with the punches and then we start adding the open hand, okay? So last time, going to the left using the right hand first. 1, 2, follow up, punching in the right lead. Now go in the other direction. 1, 2, and I'm going to follow up, punching in the left lead. Okay, inward, backhand, 1, 2, 3. I'll back up for the sake of the video. Inward, backhand, 1, 2, and 3. So again, it takes a little visualization, as always, solo training, but there's my opponent. I'm giving the backhand, and then following up. Keep it in mind, guys, that we can get into this another video, but that backhand could also just be a palm. Could be a hack, right? I'm just using the hammer fist to keep things consistent, but Kali, hand motion or body motion, right? We learn the motion just like with the stick, and then we can change the tools, right? Change the application depending on the range and depending on the response we get. So anyways, guys, hope that gives you some more stuff to work on and develop on your own. Thanks for watching. Okay, we'll see you next video.